welcome to our weekly show, Investment of the Week. And today we are going to bring you an exciting investment which is right close to the lake. Uh, Definitely now you cannot escape I would say, the enjoyment or excitement to live close to the water. So let me connect our star performer, Lashika Katyal, who is going to give us more insight about this beautiful project which is coming very close to the lake. So, Lashika, what is about all about this project?
Thank you so much, Mr. Sachin, for a great introduction, calling me a star performer. Thank you for making my day. Uh, yes, we're talking about investment of the week, just like every Thursday. So I would want to take a moment and welcome everybody on our show, Investment of the Week, where every week we talk about one or the other project, which could be a very good opportunity depending on a person's personal preference. The goal of this 30 minute, quick 30-minute session is just to educate people about different opportunities that are available out in the market. But again, as we always say, or this is Mr. Raman's favorite line, everything does not suit everyone. So it all depends which opportunity you want to grab, whether you like Mississauga more, whether you like Toronto more, you want to go to Milton, Markham. It is completely dependent on your investment portfolio. But today we're going to talk about Mississauga's market. Today we're going to talk about a very famous community we have in Mississauga. And before, I think we also have one of our other team expert, Mr. Lalit, with us, who has a very good knowledge specifically about Mississauga's market. Especially, he's going to give us a good insight about the new LRT that is coming there, how the market is performing overall in Mississauga. So, listeners, viewers can stay tuned as we talk about this very famous community in Mississauga.
And Lashika, I have been meeting so many of my friends and my clients in recent times, and everybody is showing interest, I would say, towards getting some real estate which is closer to the water, which is they can, where they can spend their weekends, their long weekends, and especially after COVID, I have seen a lot of tendency wherein people every weekend they want to go to cottages. Since we are not able to gather do the too much of social gatherings, so this has become a new trend.
Well, you tell me, Mr. Sachin, if you ask me, it's been almost 1.5 year, no vacation, nothing. And
Yes,
if you're living, if I just step out in my balcony and if I'm able to get a beautiful lakeshore view, if I walk downstairs my condo and it's all famous market there, I'm just walking distance to the lakeshore. I wouldn't feel like I need to go on a vacation after being stuck inside for 1.5 years. So I totally understand the craziness out there, which is like lakeshore view. What do you want? I want something with lakeshore view. Lakeshore view
yes.
has become something so casual that when I don't hear that anymore, I feel like, yeah, are the views even good here if we don't have water views? So that is something.
And normally, Lashika, what is happening is this that just because people they are going maybe 2 hours, 3 hours away to have those cottages or get those lots which are closer to the lake, just because in the city they are too expensive. There are very limited space available closer to the water, so that's why the options are very limited. So this project bring us, I would say, the opportunity wherein we can have we can stay closer to the waters, we can stay have a lake views, that too with a decent budget.
Yeah, yeah. So definitely, let's start with our presentation and let's give a glimpse of this beautiful community that we're talking about.
Definitely, definitely. All right. So can you share see the screen, Lashika?
Yes, yes, I can. Perfect. As such, and if you can just make it full screen so everybody can see the slide view. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, so once again, welcome everybody to Investment of the Week. And as we always say, there are some goals that you have to keep in mind when you're thinking about investing in real estate. The very first one is plan, then finding the right project. and just not keep it to that point, not just up to planning. You have to you execute that plan, and then you have to invest. We will calculate the returns for you, and based on our experience about different markets, we'll try to do some good number crunching for you. And then you have to make sure you're not holding on to your investment for a very long time. You're selling it into the right market, you're selling it at the right time. So as we always say, you should know when to enter and when to exit the market, and then reinvesting your money into something different property or different project. Next, let's go to the next one. I quickly covered the first few slides, Mr. Sachin. So let's jump on to the project we're going to talk about.
All right. So here's the project.
Let's go one slide back. So I want to talk about the area. So today we're going to talk about Mississauga's very famous area called Port Credit. It's one of my favorite places to go to anytime you're looking to go for a dinner. You want to sit on a patio, enjoy water views. You want to go for a walk in the evening. So it's a very beautiful neighborhood to be at, and imagine living at this neighborhood. This Port Credit in itself, it's a very good address to have on your driver's license. When you tell somebody where you live in Port Credit. It's one of the wow communities out there, and if you're able to invest in this market, it is always a very good opportunity which you should not be missing. There is Port Credit Go Station very close by. It's a very famous, both of the streets where the project we're talking about, which is coming on Mississauga Road and Lakeshore. These are major intersections. These are major road. Everybody knows about these names, Mississauga Road, as well as the Lakeshore Boulevard. So very famous area. You're right in the middle of Port Credit. You are literally 1 to 2 minutes walk to the Lakeshore. When you are in your unit, if you have one of the three of the four views, you're good with the water view. So moving on to the
So,
next.
Lashika, since we are talking about the area and we are talking about Mississauga area, I think this is the right time to introduce our Mississauga expert, Mr. Lalit Batla. So, let me bring him online.
Yeah.
Lalit, good evening and welcome to our evening show, Investment of the Week.
Good evening, Sachin. Good evening, Lashika. Sachin, I am audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, good evening, everybody, as well. I was hearing your conversation, and yes, definitely these days, water viewing and the water living has become such a hot topic every day. Wherever we are going, even many of my clients, when we are asking about the investment, they said, "Oh, we want to invest in a cottage, or we want to invest in such area, which is very, very close to lake." And then but again, if we see those options, but for those options we have to go really, really far sometime from the city. But if we talk about this project, you don't need to drive down 2 hours from city or from GTA area. This is right in the middle of the heart of GTA, which is the Mississauga area. And Port Credit, yes, who in the town who is not aware about the Port Credit, this is a very high demand area where we have top ranked schools, especially the Minola neighborhood is very close, where all top ranked schools are there. And if we talk about the Port Credit Go Station, which is only 5 minutes from this location, maybe and of course these guys, I have seen this project when we were selling Tower 1 and 2. It was in such a high demand, and because the location is so awesome. And if we talk about the overall Mississauga market, and especially this area, because of the Go connectivity, same train is taking you to the Union Station in less than 20 minutes. And same train is taking, if you go to the west, to the Niagara as well. So you are on the Lakeshore line, which is connected right from Niagara to Union. And yes, of course, the Port Credit will be one of the halt station if you are traveling on the same train. And if we talk about the other connectivity, and the QEW is just like minutes. You can reach downtown from this area in 20 minutes with the car as well. So the accessibility point of view, you cannot go wrong. Upcoming LRT on Highway 10, again, couple of minutes only. So you cannot go wrong, first of all, with the location. So again, Mississauga overall, Sachin and Lashika, we have sold, even the Square One area, we have sold even near the Credit Valley area as well. But this location, Overall, Mississauga, if I see in last couple of years, we used to sell the condominiums maybe for 700 per square feet or maybe 650 per square feet, but the prices now have reached in Mississauga as close to, close to downtown, because the growth and the kind of the prospects we are getting here, and most of the multinational companies, they do have their headquarters in Mississauga, and that's why Mississauga, if we talk about, it is becoming the next downtown for sure.
So since I have both of you here, let me ask you this. It's been almost 1.5 years. There was COVID, there was lockdown, we were in pandemic. What do you think the impact has been on the Mississauga's market overall? And when I say this, let's give our viewers a glimpse of condos versus resale versus houses. So if somebody is looking to invest, what would you say about investing in condos, let's say in Port Credit location, versus investing in a house in Mississauga?
So, Lashika, I have said this before also, that in last around 2 years, the low rise, which I call resale, or I would say houses we are talking about, the low rise have grown exponentially. If I talk about the Peel region only, between January and March, there's a 18% increase in the prices in the first quarter of 2021 itself, right? Even if I talk about a small townhouse under a low rise category, those townhouses are the starting price right now we are having in Mississauga or in, I would say, Brampton, anywhere. It is starting from close to around $1 million. Okay, so looking at that situation, I would say that, and I have said this before, that in next 3 to 5 years, it is going to be the condo market. I see, because if you see the industry trend, at one point either the low rise industry goes up or the high rise goes up. So low rise have taken their time. It is now the next 2 to 3 years. It is the condo market. It's the high rise market, which is, I see a big boom in that sector, and especially considering the kind of location we are talking about, Port Credit. I know Lalit has talked about the connectivity of that location. It is connected with all the major highways. It is connected with Niagara, with Union Station. So he's talked about the connectivity. I would say the one thing which you were mentioning, that this is the location which is quite a happening location. This location suits to the youngster. It suits to any office going people, and it suits to the retired people also, who wants to live their life calmly now.
And
So this is one location which suits to every generation.
and I would say, Sachin, when anybody is looking into investment property, their first goal is they want to make sure they're in the area where they're easily able to sell it on assignment. And
That's right.
we have to sell it, then we're looking for our target audience, we're looking for buyers, we're targeting the first time home buyers. They want to buy the all the first time home buyers I talk to these days, they want to buy something new, but again, they don't want to wait 4 to 5 years. Now they're ready to move in when they're out in the market. So assignment sale really work well when you have something in an area where you can where you're very close to a GO station or a subway station or LRT. And now with the price point we're in, I think if we're looking at a good house in a decent neighborhood, $1 million is just something,
Oh yes,
the middle
it's the starting price right now.
starting price right now is we're talking about at least $1 million. So for the
Yeah,
first-time home buyers, if you have something which is 600,000, 700,000, good view, spacious unit, even if you want to go for a bigger two-bedroom plus den three-bedroom, you're still around 800 to 900 price point, with all the amenities, with all the famous locations, everything at your walking distance. GO station. I think that's an upper edge we have in terms of houses versus the pre-construction condos.
true.
Okay, so let's go to our next slide with that. So today we're talking about the Mason at Brightwater. We sold Brightwater 1, Brightwater 2 at the exact same location, which is in Mississauga Road and Lakeshore last year, again during the pandemic, and both of the towers were sold out within a couple days. So I still remember it was a crazy launch that happened within hours. All the smaller units were gone, and then even the bigger units were all sold within minutes, because the people who are currently living in the neighborhood, they are also investing there. They are so much in love with the neighborhood that they were telling me that if we ever want to invest, we will be investing in the same neighborhood. We don't want to go out to Toronto. We don't want to go out to Vaughan. So they really love the area because they're there for so many years and they see the value. So both of the buildings were sold within days, and now we've recently launched the third tower, which is named the Mason at Brightwater. So let's go to the next one and show everybody how the building looks. So if you see it, sorry, let's go back to the previous one. Yeah, so this is the entire site, and this is a 72-acre master planned community. So even though we are at the third tower, this is not where we're ending it to. There are multiple towers that are coming at this location. A few of the townhouses were released early this year, and then we're looking at a new release of townhouses down the line as well. But with this third tower, Mason, you're still at a very good timeline, because once the next building comes out, the price again from here will be at a different point. Just like from Brightwater 1 and 2, it has increased to the Mason, and then from the Mason, it's going to go to the fourth tower as well. So overall, it's a 72-acre master planned community with 18 acres of open spaces where there is a proposed new school. There are proposed 5 huge public parks. So there's a lot that the builder is bringing along with just building these residential condo buildings in the area. Existing GO station is already there, just to add as a highlight.
And Lashika, the best part when you are investing as an investor, definitely when I want to put my money, I want to put my money somewhere wherein the complete development is happening,
Exactly.
because you will get the maximum return on your money when the area develops.
Yeah.
Now, in this case, since right now we are launching the third building, which is the Mason, there is a huge opportunity. There is huge development which has already been planned, already been approved, and it has to happen. So as soon as the development starts happening, the value of the our unit will gonna go up, and there is no, I would say, brainer about it.
Yes,
So it's
absolutely.
gonna be a great investment opportunity for anybody, whether you want to buy it for yourself or you want to buy it just to invest.
Just to invest. Absolutely. Yeah. And let's talk about the building itself. So it is a 9-story boutique style condo building. There is about 5,000 square feet of retail space at the bottom of the building. There are units starting from one bedroom, 1+10, all the way up to 2 bedroom plus 10. There is a balcony or a terrace with each unit, so you don't have to worry about having that outdoor space. You are just steps to the waterfront, and you're right on the main street on Mississauga Road. So you can just walk down to the restaurants, you can walk down to the patios, and you can walk down to the lake shore as well. So if you talk about the unit sizes, we're talking about the smallest unit I see here is a 474 square feet unit with a good sized balcony, and the starting price is exactly at 600,000. And then the biggest unit we have is a 2 bedroom plus 10 unit, which is as big as almost 1,200 square feet plus the balcony. Our 1 bedroom units, as I was saying, are starting at 600,000, and then the 2 bedroom units are starting from low 800,000. Again, it's the area that the price is coming from the area. It's not just the building; it's the Port Credit location. There are some pictures about the renderings of how the building is going to look. Very high class building, luxurious building, very nicely designed. And in terms of amenities, you possibly whatever you can think of, everything is available. So if we can jump on to the floor plans, I just want to quickly show you how spacious and nice floor plans there are in this building. So if somebody's looking to buy this, as you said, as a retirement home as well, because this area, people really want this kind of an area when they're thinking of downsizing as well. So if you look at some of the 2 bedroom layouts, these are, if you just go on to the last floor plan, Mr. Sachin, so that will be the penthouse 1056. Yeah. Yes,
So,
exactly this one. So this is one of the penthouse units that will give you amazing views of water from your balcony. And as you can see, there are 2 balconies with this unit. One is right from your bedroom, and the other one is from the living area as well as from the bedroom. So 2 beautiful balconies you have with your beautiful 2 bedroom plus 10 unit and 2 full bath. So a really nice unit if somebody wants to downsize and have a unit at this beautiful location of Port Credit. And next, let's talk about the incentives. There is a very good deposit structure. Occupancy we're looking for is 2024. Your deposit structure is extended all the way up to 2 years. So you get good time to put your payment into easy installments. You have free assignment if somebody's looking from investment point of view. You book it right now in 2022, 2023, you want to assign it. You don't have to pay anything to the builder, just the legal cost. Every unit has a free movable island. So any floor plan we see in the kitchen, you're getting a free movable island, which is of a value of 3,500. You have rights to lease during occupancy, and your parking is discounted to 60,000 right now instead of 65,000, and your development charges are capped as well. The worksheet portal is already open. We have started to accept the worksheets. It will be all we're accepting worksheets until Saturday, and then we'll begin to the signing phase. So if anybody wants to book an appointment, go visit the site, want to check out the area, want to visit the presentation center, or come to us talk to us in our office and figure out if this is the right one for you or not, then get in touch with us at 905-459-7900, which was just on the screen. Over to you both.
Lashika, the best, as I said before, the best thing about this project is that it is good for everybody, whether it's young couple, whether they're working class or retired people. Everybody, this is the one location wherein everybody would love to live. They would enjoy the water. It has got the right balance of downtown, I would say, happening, and the calmness of Mississauga and the water.
Especially when Lalit said that it's only 20 minutes. If you take the train, you will be to Union Station, I guess, in 20 minutes.
Absolutely.
And what else do we want if you don't want to pay the pricing of downtown Toronto, which is sitting at anywhere in between $1,800 to $2,200 per square feet. If you want to avoid that pricing and stay in Mississauga, then and it's a 20-minute travel. So I guess
I think Lashika, you need to get your facts right. The pricing in Toronto has gone to $2,500 per square feet. The pricing for University Avenue.
and then if we are at $1,200 per square feet from Mississauga, Sachin, then I think we're pretty good. So
Yes.
and I forgot to mention, if somebody is living at the Brightwater community, any of the buildings, there is a private shuttle just for the residents of Brightwater, which will take them to Port Credit Go Station anytime during the day when they want to go.
Amazing.
It's
Amazing. That's amazing.
pretty feature that you have when you're living in that community.
I think that you're convincing Lalit to buy 1 unit over there.
I'm convinced.
Definitely, Sachin. And we need not to drive, as I was mentioning earlier. There is no 2-hour drive needed to see water, and we can live there. And just by the doorstep, it will be all the amenities available with the water.
So now we know where you will be, where we can find you when you guys are retiring.
Absolutely. One very interesting.
Sorry.
Sachin, sorry, very interesting. I was just reading one article in the morning today. One guy who bought a condo in downtown, he's using his balcony and he's charging people, I think, $25 to $50 for a click from the view of his balcony.
So it's a money-making proposition as well.
So definitely, similar.
Having an idea to buy a penthouse and charge everybody to take a picture from that penthouse.
Yeah.
Why not? So here the view of the water will be there, so you can charge maybe $100.
No, absolutely.
No, but again, jokes apart, guys, it's an amazing opportunity on an amazing location. Again,
Yeah.
whenever we talk about real estate, we always say that, what, the most important thing that when we are buying a real estate is the location that we buy at. Okay. Rest all is brick and mortars, but the location is one thing which you will never go wrong. And this kind of location, it is not available in plenty. There are very few locations, especially when we talk about living right in between the city, close to the water, wherein you have the right connectivity to no matter which part of the province you want to go. Plus, you are having the happening place wherein you have got all the best restaurants. The evening life is great. So this is the best location that you can go for.
Yeah, absolutely, Mr. Sachin.
Definitely.
So before we wrap the session up, I want to ask you one common question that I get a lot of times. So I want to see how you two answer that question. So we bring a new project every week, and probably there's a new project launch every other day. So as an investor, let's say, if I have to choose, how would you two say which project to pick and which one to leave? And so many times our viewers, our listeners ask us that when we're doing the live sessions as well, when I talk to them, there are so many clients who've been waiting for, I think, past 1 year, 2 years, and they were just not able to decide, and they still haven't invested because they don't know which one to go with. They're confused.
So, Lashika, I will say that in one line. Again, I do understand that every investor has got their own investment objectives. They have got their own investment strategies. Somebody, they want to have the long term objectives, some they want to have the cash flow, some they need immediate returns on their money, right? So everybody has their own investment objectives. But I would say, no matter what objective you have, the first step is this, that taking a call to buy the unit, buy the real estate.
Mhm.
I have met so many investors or so many clients where they are thinking for last 2 years to buy the unit. They are doing all the research, and that their research has not only limited to province Ontario, it has gone all over Canada. They are talking about the world inflation and deflation, and they are not able to decide on the unit. Due to that, in 2 years, the same unit was available for 100K cheaper 2 years before, and now they are thinking that what, I wish I would have bought the unit no matter where he would have bought. So it is really important that looking at how much money you have, what is your objective? Do you want to have a 1 year or 2 year occupancy, or you want to have a 4 or 5 years of occupancy? Definitely, when you're going for a longer occupancy, there's an opportunity that you will be able to sell the unit on the assignment itself. You do not have to close the unit. You don't have to go for the mortgage. So you can avoid all those things. So the only piece of advice that I can say is this, that buy the unit and then hold it. To talk detail about that, I would say let's have a one-to-one discussion, whether with Lashika, Lalit, or myself, and let us understand what your requirements are, how much resources you have, what objectives you want to achieve, and on the basis of that, we'll be able to give you the right advice.
So I guess it's not about this project is good or that project is good. It's
Yes.
just the day you're ready to invest, that's the day you have to look which project is available on that day. What is the
Yes.
pricing available on that day? You wait one day, probably there will be a new opportunity, but the price will be higher too. So
Definitely.
if
Definitely.
you're ready, that will be the right project for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So perfect.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much to both of you for joining on our weekly session. If there are any questions, Mr. Sachin, if you can just put the number there in the chat box. If there is any question, anybody can reach out to either one of us at our office line, and I think we're good to wrap it up. So for just to sum it up, we talked about a very good opportunity in Port Credit, Mississauga today, coming on Mississauga Road and Lakeshore. It's a nine-story boutique style building very close to Port Credit Go Station with amazing lakeshore views from the building. And this is one of the phases that are released, and there will be multiple phases coming after this as well. So you can very well take advantage of this release right now on Mississauga Road and Lakeshore, starting from 600,000.
Great.
Thank you, Rashika, and thank you very much for that valuable information that you have given us. And if, as Rashika said, if you need more information on the project, please do give us a call, and we'll be happy to sit with you one to one and give you more information about the project. And as of now, thank you very much, and we'll see you all next week, same time, with the new investment of the week. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Lashika.